We're going to deliver tax relief for working families in the middle class. We're going to help people buy their first home.
Since then, it's gotten even harder and harder to buy a home. Now, when he took office, mortgage rates were below 3%. Now, they're hovering near 8%. So what is this doing? This is choking off the American dream of home ownership. And that's what everyone dreams about, right? Owning your own home, having your own place. But this has broader implications of how Americans build wealth and then make decisions about their future, like when they decide to have a family, where they're going to raise a family. Well, Freddie Smith has been on this topic for years. He's a real estate agent in Orlando. Freddie, great to see you again. What does this mean for someone who earns kind of a more of a median income in the United States, maybe in their mid-20s, early 30s?
I mean, you hit the nail on the head. This is the problem that we are facing as millennials and Gen Z, is the median household income sits around $81,000. As a millennial, the median household income sits around, I think, 70, but yet the average house is $400,000 in this country. And with the 8% interest rates, you need to earn about $120,000 a year to have a shot at qualifying for this loan. So you can see how that is discouraging.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're not even close. That's why it's discouraging. So they're being forced to rent, but then with the rent prices being high, they're now being forced to spend 30 to 40% of their income on rent.
Now, Freddie, the average age of the first-time homeowners, to your point, is surging. It's currently at 35, according to the National Association of Realtors, but the average of repeat buyers is also going up. That is currently at 58. So the baby boomers are buying up a disproportionate percentage of real estate in the United States. Big front page article on the Washington Post this week. So what does this say, again, about power, the power of money among young people, and how this is going to impact their lives going forward? I mean, this is a nightmare.
It is, yeah, for the younger generation, for sure. I mean, the baby boomers, or anyone who even really bought in 2010 or before, they have a lot of equity. So people can sell their homes and upgrade or downgrade, and they're putting massive down payments down. So the loan amount's very low, so the interest rates aren't as bad to them. But for a millennial or a Gen Z, they're not going to come up with $80,000 to $100,000 for a down payment. We're lucky to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. But again, you still need that 120 income to back it up. So I think we're going to have to figure out for millennials and Gen Z and future generations how to redefine the American dream, or how to solve this massive issue, because it's bleeding into every other part of our lives. If you're forced to rent and spend 40% of your money, how are you paying off your student loan debt? How are you investing in a retirement fund? How are you saving for a down payment if 40% goes to housing?
Well, it lowers the ceiling, right? You lower the ceiling of expectations for everyone, which was never the American dream. The American dream was do better than your parents, surge ahead, strive for the best. But with this, I guess my next question is, politically, whom do they blame for this? Or do they get caught up in all the social issues? If this is really one of the top issues, and it always is, the economy, then, I mean, this didn't happen under Trump. Whatever you think of Trump, this did not happen under Trump.
I think people are feeling it. I think regardless of what party you're for at this point, the one thing we can all agree on is that money is tight, and we all need to come together and make changes. So I want to see in the next year, especially, who's going to come out and speak about fixing the housing affordability and rent and raising wages. Because millennials need to see some hope in the future of like, hey, I see myself getting to 100 grand. I'm going to pay off some debt. I'm going to buy myself a house and a piece of the American dream. But we need to see a roadmap. So I'm excited. I want to see a leader take charge and guide us and teach us what to do.
Freddie, always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Coming up, a wide-ranging conversation.